Good morning, everybody. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that you're having a great Sunday morning. Um, I am. I've gotten all my watering done and I am working in my craft room, making some embellishments for my design team project for Doreen Rooks over at Oohlala Vintage Treasures. And I am working on the Snippets of Love kit and Bows kit. And if you're interested in purchasing this kit, first of all, I highly recommend it because it is a gorgeous kit, as you will see for all my shabby chic friends out there. It is just beautiful. I did a walkthrough of it yesterday or last night. So if you would like to see all the pages in the kits, you can check the video prior to this one and you'll have an idea of what comes in the different kits. Today, I'm going to be making a snippet. And the kind of snippet I'm going to be making is this one, which is on lace. And I like the idea of putting it on lace because, and this is how I've always made my snippets. I've always made them either on fabric or on lace because they're easy to cut and they're very, very easy to mail. So, yeah, so it just folds up like this and then slides right into, you know, a pocket in a journal, or you could take a piece of it and snip it, say, right here and just hang this on a page on your journal with a little ball pin. But anyway, or just, you know, maybe cut here and put that on, you know, the side of a page. So this is what we're going to be making today. And I've already cut my lace because this is the second time I've had to video my video today. The second time I've had to video, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm using this lace, which is very, very pretty vintage lace, and it's a very soft, neutral color. It is not white, and it's not off-white. It's almost a vanilla color. The reason why I have this piece of paper down is because if I pick this piece of paper up, I have a really bad, and I have every light off in the room, and I have my blinds completely closed. And still, I have this. And even if I have my mat down, I still have a glare off the mat. So I'm hoping that this will work. Like I said, this is the second time I've had to record this. And yeah, it wasn't cooperating. So what I do is I take my lace. Now, as you can see, this lace has a scalloped edge. And I love it. I can show it to you better this way. And I want the scallop to be on both sides of the lace. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line up, I cut two pieces, and I'm just going to line up the two pieces like this. And then I took and I shrunk down all of my pieces from the kit to make my little pieces that are going to go on here. Now, as you can tell, here is one of the envelopes, pockets, I'm sorry, that comes with the kit. And this is its original size, I believe. It could be bigger. I don't remember if I sized this down or not. But it's no longer that size. It is now actually, let's see if I can find it in here. I've been fussy cutting forever, and I don't mind it at all. I love fussy cutting. That's not it. I know it's in here somewhere. It doesn't really matter. But you can see I've really cut things, you know, I shrunk things down quite a bit. I did, I think it's 9 to a page. So it's the, on your printer screen, it will say, you know, print 2 to a page, which would give you 5, you know, two 5x7s, which would shrink them down one time, and then you could shrink it down 4 times, or you could shrink it down 6 times or 8 times or 9 times. So this is 9 times shrunk down. So you get 9 to a page as opposed to 1 page. So that's what I've done. And that way I can do my snippet. And I do have a few things in here that are not from the kit. And if I decide to use those, I will definitely let you know what I'm using and where I got them. But most of everything I'll be using, I'm pretty sure that's in this little dish here, is from the kit. The bows, I have highlighted those with some glossy accents. And I don't put the glossy accents on, you know, using the bottle, because then it would just be way too much and it would be real shiny and what have you. So what I do is I just take a piece of baking paper and I put my glossy accents on the baking paper. And then I take my really thin paintbrush here and I'll dip it into, and then I'll just like your watercoloring, you know, and I'll just spread it onto the bow. And I will show you the difference. Here are the bows and how they come, which are absolutely gorgeous, and you don't need to do a thing to them. But because I'm using it on a snippet roll, I wanted it to have a little bit more pliability, and I wanted to be able to, you know, maybe round it like this and have it stay like that on the snippet. And I'd, you know, maybe just glue here in the middle underneath or something like that. And it does give it a little bit of a shine. Certainly not too much, but it definitely brings out the browns, and it deepens the color pink a little bit. So, and it only has 1 coat. It's very quick, very simple, and dries like that because you're only dipping it in and painting it like you would some watercolor, and that's it. And it dries really, really fast. And then sometimes it depends on, you know, sometimes I'll just do the backs and I won't even do the fronts, but I wanted to, like I said, I really wanted to bring out the browns and the pinks, and, you know, I really wanted to like really deepen that color to go on my lace. So that is that, and I am going to choose my first piece and show you how this is done, which is very simple. So all you have to do is, let me just get a piece of baking paper here. I hope this isn't too much glare. No, great. Super. I'm just going to move this dish over a little bit here. And I am going to take and make sure that they're both right side up, which sometimes it's hard to tell. And that is correct. So that's the correct way. And then my first piece, I already know what it's going to be because I cut it out already. Well, I cut out a lot of pieces. This is, you wouldn't even believe my little bin, my little box. It has so many fussy cuts. It's crazy. But I am the fussy cutting queen. I love fussy cutting. I should have pulled them out. I know I have it. Hold on. Is this it? Or is this one of the pockets? Nope, that's it. I'm using Snippets of Love for the very top. So, because it is a snippet, and I wanted to, that was actually part of the page. It said Snippets of Love, digital by Oohlala Vintage Treasures. And I just cut that off. So I'm going to put this at the top, but I don't want to go to the very top because I want to leave that for, you know, a dangle or something. I'm using my Fabri-Tac. I'm going to take this, I'm going to put it across here and add a little bit in the center, a little bit more in the center. And then what I'm going to do is just take this, make sure my two pieces are together, and I am going to stick that right here. And once you get, you know, your first few pieces down, it goes really fast, especially if you've got all your pieces set aside and you've already, you know, it's just like collaging, you know. You might want to audition everything first. I'm actually gonna, well, it's too late now. I was like, well, maybe I should lift those two pieces up, but it's too late now. It's not too late, but I actually want to keep it that way, and that way it will, you know, be nice and firm there and keep that closed like I want it. So there's your first piece down. Just make sure it's straight. And then you just go along and you pick your pieces that you want to, you know, put wherever you want to put them. She also has these beautiful cameos, which I have, as you can see, I've put a little bit of glossy accents on those. Actually, no, I did not. I lied. These are fingernail polish. I just buy the gel that you don't need the light for, and I just highlight them. And I added some gold wax on some of the edges, which she already has the gold in the bottom, and I just put some more gold on. So yeah, you just take and you put things where you think you might want them. So I'm gonna just put my pieces down where I want them, and then I'm just gonna glue them. So you might see me moving some things around a little bit, but let's see. I think the next thing I wanted to put down was a bow here. No. I know what I was gonna do. Snippets of Love. Actually, I have to move this down because I actually want to put something. Let me take this off. That's the glory of the Fabri-Tac, is that you can peel it off. It takes only a few minutes to dry, but if you want it to do something else or you want to put it somewhere else, you have some time. Especially in this case because you're doing it on fabric. So I'm going to kind of stick it like this because I just remembered I thought that that would be really cute if it had something like this coming out of it. So that's what I'm going to do next, is put that down. This actually wasn't the piece I was thinking about, but when I saw it, I was like, yeah, that will work. So we'll put the cameo right there. And that way too, if you wanted to, you could actually put your bulb pin in the top of that. I cut off the little top to put on my snippet roll, but do I have the cameos over here that I was fussy cutting? I had some more cameos. Here's some more. Here's another page. See, they do have the little spot right here for, you know, if you wanted to use it as a dangle. So there we go. There's our first piece. And then, let's see, I think I want to use a bow. Yes, I do. And for this, I'm just going to glue here, here, and in the middle. I don't want to glue down those other two parts because I want those to be kind of freestanding, if you know what I mean. This is, yeah, kind of, whoops. this. And you can just take, don't use a black, where is it? I like to use my roller. There we go. And that's down nice and tight. And there's number 1 done. And I'll trim this at the top because it's not completely even, but I'll trim it when I'm done. And then my next piece is going to be another, or maybe a word. Or maybe not. Here's a doily. Auditioning is very, very hard. It's, I mean, I love to do it. I love playing with the pieces and trying to figure out what I want to put where. This says Cherish, and it's another one of the pockets, but of course it's very tiny. And I am going to put something inside of that. I highlighted the little rose there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I did highlight that little rose right there with my paintbrush and a little bit of the glossy accents. And you could use triple thick, you can use Nouveau drops, you can use whatever you want. But it just gives it, you know, a little bit of highlighting. And that's all I did right there. I didn't do any of the rest of it. So I think what I'll do is move this down a little bit here so that the person could actually use that whole top, or I can when I go to use it. Let's see, how do I want to put this in? I want it to go this way. No, I see, the doilies at the bottom, I just love both. So let's just get this glued down. I'm sorry. It takes so long when it comes to collaging. It's terrible. So I'm going to put this here. Make sure you keep your 2 pieces together. I'm just going to push that up a little bit, push that down. And then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to glue that. I was going to print these on fabric and sew, but I thought, well, not everybody can print on fabric, so I did it this way. Oh my goodness, that's adorable. Let's pick this bow up right here and put it over that. That's cute. I like that. I'm going to do that to the other side as well. I'm sorry for the noise for those of you that don't like crinkle, but there we go. And there we have that's done. Now I think we need a word. And don't worry if this sticks to your paper because it's going to peel right off when it dries. And you can move it up, you know, as you go along. There we go. Just want to make that look like a pocket. Okay, so now I think this says Cherish. I need a word. I'm just going to bring this a little bit closer because I can see better. I'm going to take out some of my bows and just put them here so that I'm not keeping you all day. Here's Divine. I think I'll put this here. I'm going to move this down just a little bit. Actually, I think I'm going to put another bow there. It's a little bit smaller than that one, but I like it. So I think I'll start, or maybe I'll do a bigger one. It's the same size. No, that's smaller. I guess it doesn't matter. That's interesting. Did I only cut out one really big one? Doesn't matter. I'll just take them out so that I have them out. So we'll do another bow and start over. And we need a little pocket. Ooh, I love this word. Maybe I'll do this one. I will. So, just get a bow here. I'm sorry I'm so quiet. I have a really bad sore throat. I don't know why. And I didn't sleep really very well last night. My own fault. I stayed up too late. Okay, there's that. And then I think I'll put down vintage. These are so fun to make. I could make them all day long. So what do you think so far? I like it. And then this one I highlighted a little bit as well. I highlighted around the frame, just around this part of the frame here, and the little roses. So I'm going to put that next here and find a pocket, which I know I have more of. Here's one. This one says love. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be using other pieces to collage this snippet with. Always remember to look at it because you don't want it upside down. These are all from the kit so far, in case you're wondering. I'm just going to move this one down a little bit so I can get that piece inside the pocket without compromising that one. So what is on your craft desk today? I have lots of things I want to make. So many things. I'm really excited. I love this kit. It's just, yeah, it's just so me. It really is. I'm working on a sewing kit too, so gotta work on that. And I think I'll put another bow. I just love these bows. I love them all. I mean, I don't think you'll see a piece that I make that won't have the bows, because they're, I mean, I'll show you after I do this. They come in the white, they come in pink, they come in every color. And just move this up a little bit. That's the word divine. And I was thinking maybe of a little piece of striped paper, which I thought was pretty cute. And I think I will go with a doily on that and some words. Let's see what I have for words in here. Oh, good. In the pocket, I'll need that. Pretty things. Now, this does not come with the kit. This is not part of the kit. This is just a word that I have that I'm using on the kit or with the kit. And I showed those last night as well. So this is one of the, actually, it's one of the writing papers that I shrunk down from the Pages kit. So I just shrunk down all the pages and then I cut them up to make them small. And then we'll put this on Pretty Things. Like so. And then the doily, which I love the doilies. They're so pretty. And because you're gluing on lace, I highly suggest the Fabri-Tac or the Beacon, you know, one of those. So that takes care of that. And I'm making sure that my pieces are staying, you know, kind of together. And I think I will go with another bow. And then another pocket. I did do the, I don't know if I already said this, but inside the pocket, there's a little word. This one says dream, and I did highlight that with glossy accents as well in my little brush. And all along the edge of the pocket, I did with glossy accents as well. Just to give it a little bit of definition to show that it was a little pocket to put pretty things in. And I want to put this in here, but it's not going to fit, so I have to move this down to here. And I'm going to put this as a little cameo with a heart. Just put it this way. I highlighted the ribbon at the top and I highlighted the cameo, but nothing else. Everything else stays the same. I'm just going to slide this into the pocket, I hope. Yes. Like that. And then I think I will use what? What will I use next? Maybe a long piece of paper. Yes, I will do that. Moving on up. I'm just going to grab my scissors real quick because there's a little white edge here I need to get off. And I think I'm going to take a little bit of my Victorian velvet and just ink that. And I like to ink underneath it too, just in case. I don't know why I do that, but I do. I always ink the back. I'll ink the back because then, you know, you'll still get it on your edge because I am really heavy-handed when it comes to inking. And yeah, I can make a real mess with ink, especially like the darker inks. So I'll put some glue on here. I'll stick this right here. And I want to put this word divine. This is actually from Just Being Shrunk Down. This is still vintage. Oohlala Vintage Treasures Snippets of Love kit. I haven't used, except for that word, I haven't used anything else yet. I'm going to put this right here. And then I'm going to put, no. This is not part of the kit. It's little ballet slippers, and it's by Sam Poole, and I just shrunk them down. It's one of her, do I want to use that one, or do I want to use the little dress? I guess it really doesn't matter. No, I want to use this one. The pink, and pink is too much pink. Did I already use, hold on one second. Yes, I did. I already used that piece. Yeah, I'm going to use that. Let's see what else I have here. Sewing box. Oh, I could use another cameo. Let me use another cameo. I kind of want to stick with, no, the cameo's not going to look good there. I'm going to go ahead with what I said I was going to use, and that is the ballet slippers. I love how so many of my shabby chic kits coordinate so well. I think I'll go this way with it. I'm always leaning, I don't know why, I'm always leaning to the left, and I keep forgetting to go to the right. So that will go there, and then I will put and then I'll put another bow if I have one in here, which I should. I had a ton pulled out. I guess I didn't have that many. Oh, here's some. These are little tiny ones, but cute just the same. Yeah, that looks good. Oops. I'll move this up so I don't get out of frame. And again, this is another one that I put a little bit of glossy accents on, especially when they're itty bitty pieces like this. It really does help. Let me just go over all of that, make sure it's going to stick. And lift this up and move it down. And I think wherever life plants you, bloom with grace, or let your light shine. This I printed on pink cardstock, so you can see the other one was blue, this one's pink. And do I have any of these on here yet? Yes, I do. So there's the blue one, there's the pink one. So just for a variety. So you could print on any color, you know, cardstock or what have you. So there's that. Let your light shine. In a field of daisies, be a wildflower. I'll use that maybe next. So let's see. We're going to use this one. And we'll use this piece here. It's a little piece of part of just a piece of linen and satin that I cut up. Oh, wait a minute, this is really pretty. This is very pretty. It's long, but it's really pretty. So maybe what I'll do is this. Oh, wait, no, I can't do another long one there because I have a long one here. I'll do a short one. Something like this, yeah. And I better move it along here because I still have to show you the envelope that I'm going to make to go with it. I think this is pretty much done anyway. We're pretty much at the end. And like I said, if you're new, please leave me a comment. Let me know where you're from. And what you like best, how, you know, what genre, I suppose I'm trying to say. Do you like shabby chic? Do you like vintage? Do you like eclectic? You know, I am definitely a shabby chic boho person. Vintage, actually. Shabby chic vintage, I'd say. I love lace. I love beads. I love all those things. But I love the vintage very much. And let me get another little bow. Because we must have bows. We must. It's a must in this kit. There's so much you could put on here. And it doesn't have to be this kit. You could make this with anything. I'm going to stick this right there. And then I'm going to use this long piece for the last piece. I'm going to put that right here. And I'm just going to trim off so that these two are even at the bottom. Take my little scrap piece and put it here in my lace basket. And let's see, what do we want to put on here? This is not from the kit. This is, again, one of Sam Pool's Polaroids. I think it's Polaroid kit too. I could be wrong. It could be one. I'm not sure. I just have a bunch of them cut up. I'll put this one like that. And I think I need, this is a little rose that I cut out of the middle of one of something when I was fussy cutting, and I didn't want to throw it away. So I just cut it out. It might have been on a bow, I don't remember. But I'm going to put that here. And then what I'm going to do is, this will be really quick. I am going to take one of my avocado stain doilies. Find a good pink one. And I am going to take just these little round ones off because they look like little doilies. And all you do is kind of tear that off. And I'm going to put one there. And here. Maybe here. And here. Can you see that okay? I hope so. And another one here. And they look like little doilies. So I love working with paper doilies too. So let me get these glued on and we'll be done with this, and then I'll show you how to make the pocket that I'm going to put them in. Just very simple. So we'll put one there. Here. Sorry for being so slow today. Goodness, I'm as molasses. But I sure do hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope it gave you some inspiration, because that is my goal. When I turn on the camera. I'll glue the other ones on off camera, but you get the point. I'm going to glue a whole bunch of these little, not a whole bunch, but you know, just here and there all the way down, and then I'll be done with it. So let me show you how it looks. I might add something here, which I can do that right now because I have one cut and I know what I want to put there. I think I want a pink one because I have a blue one here. So I'm going to put a pink one right here. See, I just printed it on the pink paper. And I just think it just needed to go there. As I was looking at it, I was like, something's missing. So there we go. That is our snippet. And I don't know how long it is, but I mean, I could measure it for you, but I don't think you need me to. You get the idea. I'll just go like this so you can see better up close of how it looks. And the only thing I did use that isn't of the kit is the ballet slippers, the word memories, and then this little little dress on the hanger. Everything else is from the kit. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to put this aside, and I'm quickly going to show you the little pocket that I'm going to make for it. I won't decorate the pocket, I'll just put it together. I'll just put my little pieces back in my dish so I don't lose them. Cover them up with this so it doesn't fall over. So all I'm going to do is I took the one of the pocket pages. I don't need this anymore. I took one of the pocket pages and I cut, okay, so it was on the paper like this. So I cut this one completely off and I left some white on this one. And then all I did was I folded it like this and like this, and I folded this one up like this. Then I opened it up and I cut out our space here. So you would actually, if you wanted to put it on a page, you'd have it like this, and then you would be able to put whatever you wanted to inside. That's what I always do with my pockets, so that they have plenty of room, or I put gussets on the sides. So what I'm going to do next is I need to back these. So I'm going to take a piece of my, I decided to use this. And because I don't want to look inside the pocket and see white, because you will see inside of it when I'm done. So I'm just going to back that. And you can sew around this too. That would look really pretty. But I'm not going to, just because, you know, for the sake of time and what have you. Besides, my sewing machine, one of my sewing machines is behind me. That's the one I use for paper. And then I have a separate room that my husband is allowing me to enter. He's like, soon you will have the whole house. And I said, well, it is what it is. No, he doesn't mind at all. I can't wait to see my cabinet. He's been painting it this morning. He had to putty the holes in where the handles went, because I want to put some different knobs, different hardware on it. So he would putty that. So then I'm just going to cut this out real quick. Save that piece, because we can always use it for something, as you know. And I'll be making a lot of ephemera and pieces from my journal. I'll be making on camera. So do stop by if you like this sort of thing. Or even if you're working on something else, it might give you some ideas for your journal. So now I need to line the back of this page, which you don't have to do. Actually, I am going to do the whole thing. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It just gives it some extra strength, I guess. What am I doing? Oh, yes. Okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm so thirsty. Excuse me. Hands get so, I don't like it when they get gluey. That glue literally burns my fingers, but it's the only glue I like. But if you use some hand sanitizer, it comes right off. Just some hand sanitizer and a paper towel, and it comes right off. And it comes off your mat, and it comes off. It comes off everything. It takes ink off. It takes everything. I mean, it's fabulous. I love it. Thank goodness for it. And I have a ton of it because my son a year ago had a baby, and you know, with COVID, we had a ton of it. And you can get it at Dollar Tree. You can get a really large bottle for very inexpensive, you know, $1. And all it is really is alcohol, but, you know, the alcohol, this is, you know, got a little bit of, you know, it's gel. So, let's cut this little piece out. It's gel, so, there we go. I'm just gonna fold this up here and fold this in and fold this in. Put these to the side. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take it and you're just going to put it together. Okay, and so when you see the inside, I'm just going to press this. Let me just press this a little bit. When you see the inside, you're going to have, you know, you won't have your white space. It just looks better. Or you could, you know, you could print it double-sided. You wouldn't have to do this, but it just gives it a little bit more strength, you know, in your journal or in your happy mail or whatever you're going to do with it. This is going to go in my journal. I don't know whether it will clip in my journal. I don't know actually what it will do yet, but it will be in my journal someplace. So now all I'm going to do, whoops, is I am going to glue this to this. And I will ink it. I'll ink it after. So I want to go along this edge, like this, and like this, and across the bottom. And then this part you want sticking out so that your pieces don't get stuck in there. And just make sure it's even. And don't get glue on your fingers again. Cheryl. Sorry about that. I did add a little bit too close to the edge. Now, if you do happen to get too close to the edge like I did, wait till it dries a little bit. And then just take a white eraser and you can erase that extra glue right off. It'll come right off for you. But don't use, you know, a yellow eraser or a brown eraser or something like that, because then it will just leave your piece dirty and you don't want to do that. And there you have it. I am not going to decorate this because I think it just really looks pretty the way that it is. So I'm not going to put anything on this. I was actually going to put maybe some pearls along here, which I might still do. Yeah, I might still do that, but I won't be doing it now on camera because I've kept you long enough. But I do want to show you the finished. And just make sure I don't have any glue on there so I can ink that. I don't. I don't think I do. I can't tell if it's on my hands or if it's on the paper, but I think it's fine. So all I'm going to do is take my pink velvet and I'm just gonna ink along, just in case you see any white, then I'll take that white right off. And you could use any color of it, you know, vintage photo or brush corduroy or whatever color you want. And I am also going to kind of open this up and kind of just ink inside there a little bit. Which I probably should have done prior to gluing it together, but that's okay. And there you have it. what happened to our, here it is. So all we're going to do now is we're going to take our snippet and we're just going to fold it up like this. And I will be adding, you know, some more to this, maybe a few pearls and, you know, of course, my little paper doilies for my pink there. And I didn't fold this very well. It does fold much better than this. I can do a much better job. And then all you're going to do is put it right here inside your envelope. And if you wanted to just, you know, kind of put it in your envelope so that part of it is showing, you could do that as well. And that way you're, you know, whoever you're gifting your journal to, or if you're selling your journal or what have you, then the person knows that there's, you know, something in there. And you could either glue this down onto your journal page, or you could clip it in and a person could move it around to wherever they wanted to. And that is today's project. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and consider subscribing. And I'm sorry I took so long. I am trying so hard to make my videos shorter. Next time I will audition my pieces before I come on. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Be well, be safe, and God bless. Bye-bye.